The president in Saudi Arabia touting major agreements here, major investments in the United States. You wanted to share your takeaways of what this trip means for the U.S. and the president's agenda.
Absolutely. Well, the golden age of America is here. This shows President Trump's commitment to making sure that we create relationships that encourage economic prosperity, not only with our allies, but obviously importantly here at home. He is making sure that we create opportunity here in America, that we are driving up American wages, that we are onshoring critical supply chains, and that we are making sure from coast to coast that America is back. This is a critical step in that, a critical partnership. When we look at what's happening overall in the Middle East, having Saudi Arabia as a strong ally not only helps us economically, but helps us forge a path towards peace in the future there as well.
The president had also floated the idea of visiting Turkey later this week, alongside his two remaining stops in the Middle East, in an effort to end the war in Ukraine, or perhaps even work with Ukraine and Russia to secure some sort of deal. Do you anticipate that happens, and what kind of impact could President Trump have?
Look, President Trump has a tremendous impact in every single corner across the globe. You think about this, obviously Turkey is a NATO ally, we have a complicated relationship on some days, but he knows what it's going to take to actually achieve peace in Europe, to achieve peace with Russia and Ukraine. It's one of the things he talked about on the campaign trail. He is committed to making it happen. I know that if President Trump forges a pathway forward, that's exactly what we're going to get. We're going to get stability, we're going to get peace, we're going to get an agreement that puts Ukraine in a strong position and actually settles the region. Look, no one can do it like President Trump. There's a reason that Putin invaded twice, in Ukraine, once under Barack Obama, once under Joe Biden, never under President Trump. People understand peace through strength. They understand that that's exactly not only what President Trump exhibits, but it's also what he demands. So if President Trump is involved, I have a great deal of confidence that we'll be able to achieve a result here between Ukraine and Russia, one that ultimately sets the globe on a pathway to peace and prosperity.
All right. We'll be watching for that. In the meantime, Senator, I know yourself, as well as many of our viewers here, just this past Sunday celebrated Mother's Day. It's a great chance to take a moment to thank our moms for all the sacrifices they've made for us. And that ties into some new legislation that you are proposing. It's called the Moms Act. It offers to do a number of things, but there's also a financial element of support for mothers. Could you walk us through what you hope to accomplish with the Moms Act?
Absolutely. Look, I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for the sacrifices that my mom made. We know that being a mother is the greatest gift. It also comes with challenges. And what we want to do is we want to support women through this journey in the prenatal, in the postpartum, and the early childhood development years of raising their children. We want to create a culture of life, which means supporting them with all of the resources in one place, pregnancy.gov. So when you find out you're pregnant, you can go to one place and figure out where is the help that you need in your community and those surrounding you that can step up and help you in that journey. We want to make sure that the resources are there. There's a grant proposal in there, making sure that communities are equipped with telemedicine for whether it's rural health care, whether it is an actual OBGYN appointment, or whether it's there for postpartum and mental health. So we are wrapping these women in support and love and in resources to ensure that their child not only has the opportunity to be born, but has an opportunity to achieve the American dream.
As we know, it also helps to have, a father's involvement as well and support throughout the pregnancy process.
Absolutely.
I understand the legislation also. Yeah, go ahead. Touches on child support as well.
Yeah, Emma. Absolutely. So Senator Kevin Cramer, there's a portion of the bill that was his idea and something he moved forward, which says that women can actually request child support during the unborn phases of their pregnancy. And so it makes sure that every state has to comply with that if the woman requests it. It's critically important. We want parents bringing these children up and giving them opportunity, and that means support from the get-go. So we're creating a culture that allows for that. And honestly, Emma, this is something that everyone should be able to get behind. Democrat, Republican, left, right. We should all support mothers and parents in this journey.
Information, truth, is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.